Welcome to Day 3 of Caring Hearts, the 2022 American Legion Auxiliary National Convention. Here to begin this session is your National President, Kathy Donestall.
Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be.
Good morning. That was awesome. Welcome to Day 3 of Caring Hearts, the 2022 American Legion Auxiliary National Convention. I just know this is going to be a lovely day, so let's get started. Carol Robinson, would you please lead us in our invocation?
Happy Wednesday. May you be blessed by appreciating everything in your life and not take anything for granted. Before I pray this morning, I want to tell you, I want to thank each and every one of you for your prayers, your comments. This has been an uplifting year for me. God is good. And I want to tell you something else. The reason you don't take anything for granted and be grateful for everything. There was a woman at work when she received a frantic phone call. It was from the babysitter. The child was sick. Hurry, get home, stop by the pharmacy to get the medicine. So she goes to her car, she speeds down the street, she gets to the pharmacy, runs in, gets the medicine, gets back to her car, and she had locked the keys in the car. Oh, she said, oh my goodness. She called home, told the babysitter what was happening. The babysitter said, well, maybe you could find somebody with a coat hanger or something and try to open your door. So she found a hanger, but she didn't know what to do with it. So she bowed her head and asked God to send her help. Within 5 minutes, an old motorcycle pulled up with a dirty, greasy, bearded man who was wearing an old biker skull rag on his head. The woman thought, God, this is what you sent me? But she was desperate, so she said she was very thankful. The man got off his bike and asked if he could help. She said, oh yes, please, my daughter is very ill. I stopped to get the medicine, I locked my keys in my car, I gotta get home. Please, can you use this hanger to unlock the car? He said, sure. He walked over to the car, and in less than a minute, the car was open. She hugged him, and through her tears, she said, thank you so much. You are a very nice man. The man replied, lady, I'm not a nice man. I just got out of prison today. I was in prison for car theft and have been out for about an hour. The woman hugged the man again, and with sobbing tears, she cried out loud, oh, thank you, God. You sent me a professional. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Let us go in prayer, each in our own faith. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice in it. Creator of all that has been, that is, and is to come, we humbly come to you this morning with grateful hearts. As we wind down this week of learning, commitments, we thank you. Thank you for the national staff, the chairman, the officers, everyone that put this together, and especially our President, Kathy. We thank them for their time and their leadership. Walk with each of us in heart and mind, day by day, so that we may continue to serve you and our country. And we all say, amen.
Please be seated. ready for the day to get started? The first item of business is a nomination of national officers for the 2022-2023 administrative year. Representatives making the nominations as well as the candidates are seated on the stage. Coral May Grout, National Secretary, will read the rules governing nominations and elections.
Number 21, nomination of national officers shall be made from the floor. Number 22, nominating speeches shall be limited to 2 minutes for each candidate except the national president candidate or candidates. She will be allowed 4 minutes. There shall be no seconding speeches. Number 23, following nominating speeches for national officers, each of the nominees for national president, national vice president, national chaplain, and national historian shall be introduced to the assembly by the auxiliary member making her nomination. Said introduction to be only by name and department affiliation. And in response to the introduction, the nominee for office shall be allowed a maximum of 2 minutes for remarks. Number 24, election of national officers shall be held on Wednesday. When there is but one candidate for any office, the nominee may be elected by voice. When there is more than one candidate for national office, the election shall be by paper or electronic ballot as determined by the presiding officer. A majority of votes cast shall elect each officer. When no candidate receives a majority of votes on the first ballot, a second ballot will be taken between the candidates receiving the 2 highest number of votes, with the candidate receiving the most votes on the second ballot being elected. Madam National President, that completes the reading of the nomination and election rules.
Nominations are now in order for the office of National President. The National Secretary will call the departments with announced candidates.
The Department of Indiana has an announced candidate for the office of National President. The delegation chairman should ask the chair to recognize the delegate for the purpose of a nomination.
The chair recognizes a delegate from Indiana at microphone 1 for the purpose of making a nomination.
Thank you, Madam President. Roseanne Ziglowitz, proud delegate and president from the Department of Indiana. Please recognize past department president Lisa Lyford for the purpose of a nomination.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The chair recognizes a delegate from Indiana for the purpose of making a nomination.
Good morning. Madam National President Kathy, officers, delegates, and guests. I am Lisa Lyford, past department president from the Department of Indiana. On behalf of Indiana's members, it is with great pride and pleasure that I present Vicki Kautz as a candidate for the high office of National President of the American Legion Auxiliary. Vicki is a paid-up-for-life member of Boonville, Indiana, Unit 200. Her eligibility is through her husband, past National Commander Jim Kautz, who served in the United States Army with service in country Vietnam. They have one son, Michael, who is a charter member of Boonville Squadron 200. Indiana's auxiliary members and the entire American Legion family are beyond thrilled to have Vicki as our candidate and know she has worked hard for many years preparing for this opportunity to serve as the leader of this amazing organization. Vicki served as Indiana's department president in 2006-2007, where we strived for peace on earth. She began her service on the national level as NEC in 2007 and has served on many committees and chaired numerous chairmanships since. Vicki worked as a legal assistant for Fox and Lutz Attorneys at Law. She retired in November of 2021, but it was a short-lived retirement. They reeled her back in for a little more work and some help training her replacement, even though they knew she was irreplaceable. As of this week, I believe we can finally refer to her as retired. When Vicki was appointed as National Children and Youth Chairman in 2018, it became an all-hands-on-deck situation for the Department of Indiana. We rallied together to make sure she had everything she needed to get her to today. We were also proud of her and very excited for what was to come. We still have that same excitement and pride today and know she will serve the entire country with the same love and grace that she did in Indiana. On a personal note, spending these past 5 years leading up to today, laughing and crying and getting to know Vicki on a much deeper level has been a blessing that I can't even put into words. Indiana knows that I am very tender-hearted and cry at everything. So when Vicki asked me to do her nomination for national president, she said to me, "But you can't cry." So in hopes of getting to the end of this nomination, that is all the personal thoughts I can share today. Again, on behalf of the Department of Indiana, I am honored to place in nomination the name of our own Vicki Kautz for the office of American Legion Auxiliary National President for the year 2022-2023.
Vicki Kautz has been nominated for the office of National President. Are there any further nominations for the office of National President? Hearing none, nominations for National President are closed. Nominations are in order for the office of National Vice President. The National Secretary will call departments with announced candidates.
The Department of Alaska has an announced candidate. The delegation chairman should ask the chair to recognize the delegate for the purpose of a nomination.
The chair recognizes a delegate from Alaska on microphone 2 for the purpose of making a nomination.
Jane Larson, delegation chairman from the Department of Alaska. I request that you recognize the delegate from Alaska that is on stage for the purpose of a nomination.
Thank you. The chair now recognizes a delegate from Alaska for the purpose of making a nomination.
Good morning. Thank you, Madam National President, ALA delegates. I am Kyle Parkerson, Lisa Williamson's son. I was raised in the American Legion family. First I was a Sons of the American Legion member, and then now I'm a Legionnaire. And even furthermore, I'm currently a auxiliary member, one of the male's first male. Thank you. I'm here to introduce my mom, Lisa Williamson. She's a 31-year honorary life member of C. Russell Huber, Unit 57 in Fairbanks, Alaska. She obtains her eligibility through my service in the Alaska Air National Guard, where I serve as a staff sergeant at Eielson Air Force Base. She also is eligible through the service of her adopted father, Keith LaChance. Our family is her pride and joy. Her husband, Daryl, my sister, Danielle, as well as me, and that pride is also reflected on our commitment to the American Legion family. We've all served in leadership at local, state, and national levels in the American Legion family. Danielle and her husband blessed my mom with 2 grandsons, Dawson and Micah. Lisa's stepfather and both of her brothers, Robert and Jacob, as well as the spouses and children are integral parts of our life, and of course, all of our American Legion family members. Her mother, my grandmother, Judy, looking down from heaven, was also an ALA member. My mother served in most office and chairmanship with her unit and department, eventually serving as the Alaska Department President in 2008-2009. She began her service on the national level in 2009 and has held dozens of national chairmanships and appointments. In her personal life, my mom has her state of Alaska real estate license for 19 years and has been associate broker for 9 years. Being self-employed has allowed her to make her own schedule and devote to the American Legion Auxiliary. Some of you don't know this, but my mom also worked for the American Legion, the Department of Alaska, for about a decade. Prior to that, if you asked her if she saw herself taking on this role, she would have disagreed. Service to our veterans, our military, and their families have become one of the ways of life for her since then. I have known her no other way. It is my honor and privilege on behalf of the Department of Alaska to nominate my mother, Lisa Williamson, for the office of National Vice President of the American Legion Auxiliary for the year of 2022-2023.
Lisa Williamson is nominated for the office of National Vice President. Are there any further nominations for the office of National Vice President? Hearing none, nominations for National Vice President are closed. Nominations are now in order for the office of National Chaplain. The National Secretary will call the departments with the announced candidates.
The Department of Tennessee has an announced candidate. The delegation chairman should ask the chair to recognize the delegate for the purpose of a nomination.
The chair recognizes a delegate from microphone 2 from Tennessee for the purpose of making a nomination.
Madam President, Janice McCormick, Department of Tennessee. I would like to ask the chair to recognize a delegate from the Department of Texas for the purpose of a nomination.
The chair recognizes a delegate from the Department of Texas for the purpose of nomination. Are you sure it's Texas or is it Tennessee? Tennessee, okay, thank you. Did you say Texas? Because, okay, I could have made it up, you never know. All right, the chair recognizes a delegate from the Department of Tennessee for the purpose of making a nomination.
It is my honor and privilege to stand before you today to nominate Janice Jan Bruce from the Department of Tennessee for the office of National Chaplain. I have known Jan for many years, and it gives me great pleasure to share with you some of the attributes which make her a perfect candidate for this high office in our organization. Jan is a 17-year member of the American Legion Auxiliary and has been a dedicated member for many years. She has served her Department of Tennessee at all levels, from unit to department, and was elected to the office of Department President in 2015. Jan has also served her department for a total of 9 years as Department Chaplain. She is a certified community service chaplain through the Church of God Chaplaincy Commission and serves on the board of the Ladies Ministry, is assistant choir director, and does solo ministry when called upon through her home church, Sail Creek Church of God. Jan also volunteers her time at the Tennessee Valley Healthcare System VA Outpatient Clinic in Chattanooga, nursing home ministries, and hospice. She is a dedicated and strong leader with a servant's heart filled with compassion and love for her fellow man. God has given her the additional talent of having a servant's voice, which she has been blessed to share with not only her church family, but her American Legion family. She's had the honor of singing at 2 of the National Convention memorial services and blesses her own department with her beautiful voice during department memorial services and midwinter conferences. It is with great pride that I nominate Janice Jan Bruce from the Department of Tennessee for the office of National Chaplain for 2022-23.
Just for clarification purposes, Carleen did not move to Tennessee. She's still from Texas. Jan Bruce is nominated. Are there any further nominations for the office of National Chaplain?
The Department of Ohio has an announced candidate. The delegation chairman should ask the chair to recognize the delegate for the purpose of a nomination.
The chair recognizes a delegate from Ohio and microphone 2 for the purpose of making a nomination.
Colleen Phillips, Delegation Chairman for the Department of Ohio. Would you please recognize Vicki Buck from the Department of Ohio for the purpose of the nomination?
Thank you. The chair recognizes Vicki Buck from the Department of Ohio for the purpose of a nomination.
Madam National President Kathy, officers, delegates, alternates, and guests, I am Vicki Buck from the Department of Ohio. It is an honor and a privilege that I present to you on behalf of the Department of Ohio, Karen Peel, Ohio's endorsed candidate for the office of National Chaplain. Karen received her eligibility from her father, Earl Digger Odell, who served in World War II and Korea as a Navy cook. As a 32-year member of Unit 449, she has held many positions within her unit, district, and department. But what I want to share with you is Karen Peel, the person. Karen is compassionate about her family and friends. She is attentive to their needs, considerate of their feelings, gentle in what she says to them, generous with her love, kind to those she doesn't know, sympathetic to your situations, thoughtful in what she does for others, and gracious for what others do for her. Karen Peel is the one person you can call day or night, and she will stop what she is doing to listen to you and offer ways to help, whether it be in person, by phone, or through a text. Karen is such a benevolent and selfless person. Many of her family members are members of the American Legion family. When you get to know her, you will find that she is as proud of her family as they are of her. Karen participates with her family and unit to help the veterans, the military, and youth in her community. She held the office of our department chaplain just a few years ago. She sent many prayers out to those who needed them and to those who didn't know they needed them. She kept all of us updated on those who were ill, injured, or just having a hard time with life through the weekly inspirational thoughts and scriptures. That's the person I want to represent us as our national chaplain. Madam President, delegates, alternates, and guests of this convention, it is with great pride that I present to you for consideration from the Department of Ohio, my friend Karen Peel for the office of National Chaplain for the year 2022-2023. Thank you.
Are there any further nominations for the office of National Chaplain? Hearing none, nominations for National Chaplain are closed. Nominations are in order for the office of National Historian. The National Secretary will call the departments with announced candidates.
The Department of South Dakota has an announced candidate. The delegation chairman should ask the chair to recognize the delegate for the purpose of a nomination.
The chair recognizes the delegate from South Dakota for the purpose of making a nomination at microphone 4.
Madam President, Mary Jo Steyer, Delegation Chairman for the Department of South Dakota. I request that the chair recognize Regina Whipple from the Department of South Dakota for the purpose of a nomination.
Thank you. The chair recognizes the delegate from South Dakota for the purpose of making a nomination.
Good morning. Madam President Kathy, officers, delegates, alternates, and guests. It is my pleasure and honor to stand before you today and nominate our endorsed candidate, my friend, Laura Susie Clyde, from the Department of South Dakota for National Historian 2022-2023. Susie is eligible for membership through her father, a World War II and Korean War veteran, as well as her brother and her 3 sons, who all served in the United States Army and are members of the American Legion. She is a member at Piedmont Valley 311, Piedmont, South Dakota, and has been a member for 34 years. She has served South Dakota as Department President, District President, and has served as chairman on committees almost every year since 2002. She served as Northwest Division Chairman on committees for 12 years. She has volunteered at the Hot Springs VA in the VA-VS program for the last 25 years and has and as the Hot Springs VA Gift Shop Chairman for 17 years, and has been South Dakota's NEC for the last 6 years, as well as in 2005-2006. Her love and dedication for our veterans and this organization is undeniable. I know the history that Susie will write will make everyone aware of what is happening around the world, our nation, issues concerning our veterans, as well as the happenings of the American Legion Auxiliary, so that whoever reads it will understand what we do and why we do it on every level of this organization. I ask for your support and your vote for South Dakota's candidate, Laura Susie Clyde, for National Historian 2022-2023.
Laura Susie Clyde is nominated. Are there any further nominations for the office of National Historian?
The Department of Colorado has an announced candidate. The delegation chairman should ask the chair to recognize the delegate for the purpose of a nomination.
Chris Harvey from the Department of Colorado.
The
Madam
chair recognizes Chris Harvey from the Department of Colorado.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, will you please recognize our delegate, Susie Bozzella, for purposes of a nomination?
The chair recognizes Susie Bozzella from Colorado for the purpose of nomination.
Madam Kathy. Hi, American Legion Auxiliary members and guests. It is my honor to nominate Ann Rataco from the Department of Colorado for the office of ALA National Historian. Ann's eligibility for membership in the American Legion Auxiliary is through her father, Robert Schroer, who served in the Army during the Korean conflict. She has been an ALA member since 2006. Ann has served in many positions at all levels of the ALA. She is a very active member of Paul C. Beck Unit in Aurora, Colorado. She is currently Unit President and District 6 Vice President. She has chaired committees at the department level and has served on committees at the national level. Ann was Department President from 2017 to 2018. If elected, Ann will serve the American Legion Auxiliary to the best of her abilities. And Ann is a very hard worker. She lives on a ranch, you know. Ann has said that it is important to keep the memories of those who have served and have touched our lives. She remembers her father volunteering with the VFW Honor Guard after his retirement. He did this to honor those who lost their lives in service to our country. Ann now serves in the ALA to continue his legacy. She knows how important it is to preserve our history. Please support Ann Rataco from the Department of Colorado as your next ALA National Historian.
Ann Rataco is nominated. Are there any further nominations for the office of National Historian? Hearing none, nominations for National Historian are closed. With these nominations and the nominations made during the division caucuses on Saturday, August 27, 2022, nominations for the 2022-2023 national officers are completed. The convention rules provide that the nominees for the office of National President, National Vice President, National Chaplain, and National Historian shall be introduced to the Assembly. The auxiliary member who made the nomination will introduce the candidate by name and department affiliation only. Each nominee will be allowed a maximum of 2 minutes for remarks. Will the representative from Indiana please introduce the candidate for National President?
Madam President, it is my privilege to introduce my lovely friend, Vicki Couts from the Department of Indiana.
Thank you, Lisa, for nominating me. I am truly blessed to be standing here today as your National President candidate for the American Legion Auxiliary, an organization like no other, as we support our veterans, military, and their families, and we advocate for all their needs. I love that our preamble begins with God and country and how patriotic we all are. I'm a proud member of Boonville Unit 200 from the 8th District in the Central Division. Thanks to each of you for your love and support during my journey. And please remember to honor our veterans every day. Thank you.
Will the representative from Alaska present the candidate for National Vice President?
Thank you. Team Alaska would like to introduce to my mom, gosh, words, Lisa Williamson as candidate for National Vice President of the American Legion Auxiliary 2022-2023.
You want that? Whew. First of all, thank you to C. Russell Huber Unit 57 and the Department of Alaska members for always supporting me. You've always had my back, and today is proof of that support. I'm truly humbled. And to the entire Legion family throughout the country, I want to thank all of you who have supported me throughout the years. Truly, truly appreciative, and to all of you, I thank you. I thank my husband, Daryl, for his constant support, and yes, the occasional kick in the backside to keep me on the straight and narrow. I'm grateful that my daughter, Danielle, is here today. Both Danny and my son grew up in this organization, so their presence here today shows that I truly believe my family is near and dear to my heart, and that belief mirrors my conviction to the American Legion family. A special thanks to my son Kyle for providing one avenue for my auxiliary eligibility to belong to this wonderful organization. I'm especially proud that Kyle is one of my unit's first male ALA members, providing this opportunity for him to nominate me as National Vice President, a first to have a male nominee, and a historical achievement. Thank you very much, Kyle. I think it's appropriate, since we're in Wisconsin, that I quote Vince Lombardi, the Green Bay Packers head coach from the 1960s. He stated, "Success demands singleness of purpose." Those are words to live by, and it is with that focus and drive towards a purpose, our mission, that I hope to continue to live by as we succeed this year under Vicki's guidance and leadership. Thank you.
Will the representative from Tennessee present the candidate for National Chaplain?
Thank you, Madam President. It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the candidate from Tennessee for the office of National Chaplain, Jan Bruce.
Good morning, Madam President, officers, and members of the American Legion Auxiliary. I am from the great state of Tennessee. It is an honor to be nominated as an American Legion Auxiliary National Chaplain, and I want to recognize and thank American Legion Auxiliary past National President Carleen Ashworth for this nomination. I also want to thank the Department of Tennessee for your recognition and confidence in supporting this endorsement. My name is Jan Bruce, and I've been an active member of the Auxiliary since 2005. During this time, I've served as Department President
at the ALA Department of Tennessee and have served in many officers and chairmanship positions that have prepared and equipped me to serve as the national chaplain. I am a devoted Christian who loves the Lord. I am a certified community service chaplain through the Church of God Chaplaincy Commission and have served for 9 years as the Department of Tennessee chaplain. I am dedicated to serving, advocating for, and enhancing the lives of our veterans and military families through community outreach wherever needed. I currently volunteer in several related ministries, including nursing home, bereavement, hospice, and volunteer with the Chattanooga VA, as well as within my church and community. I believe the chaplain is a spiritual servant leader, a leader who first and foremost serves with compassion, love, in the spirit of service, not self. It will be an honor to serve as your national chaplain if elected, demonstrating the traits of spiritual leadership. God bless all of you, our veterans, military families, and God bless the United States of America.
Will the representative from Ohio present the candidate for national chaplain?
Madam National President, on behalf of the Department of Ohio, I introduce to you the candidate for national chaplain, Karen Peel.
National President Kathy, officers, delegates, alternates, and guests, good morning. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given us this day to use as we will. We can waste it or we can use it for good. What we do today is important because we are exchanging a day out of our lives for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, and in its place, something that we have traded. We want it to be gained and not lost, good and not evil, successes and not failures. I am eternally grateful to be a beloved daughter of God. I look to Him for guidance, knowledge, and grace on behalf of our veterans, military, and members of our organization. I will continue to pray every day for our organization, leaders, and members, because a quick prayer can happen every day. A chaplain is a good listener, encourager, and prays for those who are in need or as situations arise. That is what I plan to do if elected as your national chaplain. We need to inspire and support each other. As I stand before you, I am very humbled to be a candidate for national chaplain. It is not a position that I take lightly. It would be an honor and privilege to be the spiritual leader of the American Legion Auxiliary. I want to thank the Department of Ohio and Vicki for all their love and support, and I will leave you with this. Some days you will be the light for others, and some days you will need the light from them. As long as there is light, there is hope, and there is always a way. Thank you.
Will the representative from South Dakota present the candidate for national historian?
It is my distinct honor to present to you Susie Clyde for the position of National Historian. Ooh, good morning. Madam President, officers, members of the auxiliary, and guests. It is my pleasure and honor to be a candidate for National Historian for the 2022-2023 auxiliary year. I want to thank the Department of South Dakota for endorsing me and trusting that I would be able to do this with South Dakota pride. Since 2004 in Nashville, Tennessee, where I was to be installed as the South Dakota president at the end of the convention, I listened to candidates for the National Historian, and although she didn't win the election, Hazel Lockhart from the Department of Nevada said, "Be sharp, be alert, be watchful of your units, district, and departments, and write it down." That year was when I decided that someday I would run for National Historian. 18 years later, here I am. With my love for history and my love for writing, and my love for this organization, I want to write a history that people will want to read, and they will feel like they're living it when they read it. I want to write about what's going on around the world, what's going on in our nation, Capitol Hill concerning our veterans, and what's going on in this organization from the unit up to the national level. And with your support and your votes, I will be able to do that. So I thank you for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Will the representative from Colorado present the candidate for National Historian?
Hi, it's my honor to introduce Ann Ritaka from the Department of Colorado, candidate for ALA National Historian.
Good morning, Madam President Kathy, national officers, past national presidents, fellow auxiliary members, and guests. I am Ann Ritako from the Department of Colorado. I am a member of Paul C. Beck, Unit 23 in Aurora, Colorado, and I have been a member of this great organization since 2006. I am a candidate for the National Historian for 2022 to 2023 year. The reason I would love to be your National Historian is because I believe our history is very important to who we are and why we matter. Being able to keep the records of what our members are doing now and adding them to our past will be such an honor to show how far we've come. I have loved history for years, and I believe that I can learn even more and bring that to our members. If elected as your National Historian, I will make sure to honor our history so others will know who we are and why we matter. Thank you for your consideration.
This concludes the nominations for the 2022-2023 national officers. We will now proceed with the election of national officers. You have nominated Vicki Kautz of Indiana for the office of National President. In accordance with the rules you have adopted, if there is but one candidate for an office, the nominee will be elected by voice. All in favor of electing Vicki Kautz as National President for the 2022-2023 administrative year, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The chair declares Vicki Kautz of Indiana duly elected as National President for 2022-2023. Congratulations, Vicki. Lisa Williamson of Alaska is the only nominee for the office of National Vice President. All in favor of Lisa Williamson for the office of National Vice President, say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Lisa Williamson has been duly elected as National Vice President for the 2022-2023 administrative year. On Saturday at the division caucuses, each division nominated a candidate for National Division Vice President, and the current division National Vice Presidents have certified to the chair the following nominees. Ann Rabine has been nominated for the office of Central Division National Vice President. All those in favor of Ann Rabine as National Central Division Vice President, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Ann Rabine has been duly elected as National Central Division Vice President. Veronica Gurney has been nominated for the office of National Eastern Division Vice President. All those in favor of Veronica Gurney for National Division Vice President, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. You have elected Veronica Gurney as National Eastern Division Vice President. Marlene Boyer has been nominated for the office of National Northwestern Division Vice President. All those in favor of Marlene Boyer, National Northwestern Division Vice President, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. You have elected Marlene Boyer as the National Division Northwestern Division Vice President. Linda Smiley has been nominated for the office of National Southern Division Vice President. All those in favor of Linda Smiley as the National Southern Division Vice President, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Linda Smiley has been elected the National Southern Division Vice President. Eva Wallace has been nominated for the office of National Western Division Vice President. All those in favor of Eva Wallace as the National Western Division Vice President, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Eva Wallace has been elected the National Western Division Vice President. For the election of National Chaplain, we will now be voting with our electronic keypads. The nominees are Jan Bruce and Karen Peel. If you would like to vote for Jan Bruce, press 1. If you would like to vote for Karen Peel, please press 2. Please vote now. Voting is now closed. Please show the results. Karen Peel has been duly elected as National Chaplain for the 2022-2023 administrative year. Please stand, Karen. For the election of National Historian, we will again be voting with our electronic keypads. The nominees are Laura Susie Clyde and Ann Rotacco. If you would like to vote for Laura Susie Clyde, please press 1. If you would like to vote for Ann Rotacco, please press 2. Please vote now. Voting is now closed. Please show the results. Laura Susie Clyde has been duly elected as National Chaplain for the 2022-2023 administrative year. Please stand, Susie. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your 2022-2023 American Legion Auxiliary National Officers. Please stand. And I want to give a big thank you to the entire Elections and Tally Committee. These women are here early every morning distributing keypads, and they stay late every afternoon collecting them after sessions. I also want to give a big shout out to the pages up here who have been running everything back to you as well. Please help me give these women a big round of applause after I read all their names. Or now too. Judge Nancy Hanson, Official Carol Cottom, April Sinclair, Lisa Chaplin, Linda Workman, Carol Harlow, Connie Banks, Barb Brauman, and Bettina Casal. Big round of applause. Great job. One of the greatest experiences serving as your national president has been my visits to units and departments, witnessing firsthand how the American Legion family supports our veterans. One such visit was the Wilwyn Lodge in Signet Cove in Michigan. This fantastic place warmed my heart. Let's take a look.
The moment guests turn into the entrance to Wilwyn Lodge at Signet Cove in Michigan, they're often overcome with a sense of serenity and peace. There are 1,183 wooded acres, miles of walking trails, nature to be explored via golf carts, relaxing around a fire pit, a 60-acre spring-fed lake for fishing with docks, boats, kayaks, canoes, and other water equipment furnished by Wilwyn, activities for children, abundant wildlife, and rustic, beautiful accommodations.
We have 8 different facilities, 3 here in the main area, 1 being a 4-bedroom house. And deeper in the woods, we have 5 cabins with a recreation center. We call this Veteran Village. And the best part is, a veteran can stay here for up to 5 days, absolutely free.
Veterans bring their own food and do their cooking in Wilwyn's fully equipped cabins. Or they can share cooking duties in the Recreation Center's kitchen and enjoy camaraderie with other veterans and family.
We're a group of combat veterans from downstate who come up here every year. We've had from 4 to 9 people, and it's memories that we laugh about for years and years.
This premier retreat is for veterans of all affiliations, for recuperation, to reconnect, and relaxation with their families, able-bodied or disabled. We are an ADA compliant facility. Any veteran wheelchair bound or with PTSD or TBI, all veterans are welcome.
This beautiful facility is owned by the American Legion Department of Michigan, but managed by an independent board of directors. And as you might imagine, operating and maintaining Wilwyn is quite a task.
It's a lot of work to take care of Wilwyn, but we don't think of it as work. We do it for our veterans.
As a retired veteran myself, my work here is extremely rewarding.
The benefit to veterans is tangible.
The beauty of Wilwyn is that it returns your youth to you, even if just for a weekend or a week. It's a marvelous place.
Some of the veterans that have stayed here have told us stories of them being able to sleep peacefully that they haven't been able to do in a very long time.
We had a veteran come last year with severe PTSD. He was in a bad way. He had just lost his wife on top of everything else. And he came back this year and told us that Wilwyn had saved his life.
Wilwyn Lodge at Signet Cove is a sanctuary for rest and recuperation for both able-bodied and disabled veterans. But in order to provide everything Wilwyn has to offer at no charge to veterans, the Lodge operates via generous donations and with the help of many volunteers. For more information about Wilwyn Lodge, please visit www.wilwynlodge.com.
Wasn't that awesome? What a great video. It really does capture how much we care and advocate for our veterans, and it's just incredible. It is our duty to ensure legislators are thinking about what our military faces while deployed and what they will need when they return. So, here to tell us more about what they accomplished, please welcome National Legislative Chairman Beth McGinn.
Hey, what a way to start with Elvis' song. Good morning, National President Kathy, and good morning, delegates. Grassroots advocacy is the process of communicating with the general public and asking them to contact their local, state, and federal officials on certain issues. Grassroots members will fight for a cause that is the heart of their mission. And for the American Legion Auxiliary, that includes our veterans, our military, and their families. Victories in Congress this year were many, due in part to the reaction of the American Legion Auxiliary members to the action alerts issued by the American Legion. Members not only signed up for the action alerts, but encouraged others to do the same. When called to action, they used social media and many other forms of communications, including in-person meetings, to get the word out about the importance of a specific bill to the American Legion family. Auxiliary members in Connecticut personally reached out to their elected officials, both in DC and at home, to voice concerns especially about funding the Coast Guard, Connecticut's sub-base, homeless veterans, and POW MIA initiatives. A few members held a telephone event where they all got together and began calling their state and federal elected officials to speak about their concerns and to determine where the officials stood on a subject. Unit 233 in the Department of Florida held a town hall meeting and a meet and greet at their post for the St. Johns County Mosquito Board and the Governor DeSantis to discuss important issues facing our veterans. Department of Ohio Legislative Chairman Cindy Bainline pushed for signatures at the Ohio Midwinter Conference concerning the National Guard and Reserve GI Bill Parity Act. Department of Ohio Commander Gene Wilson of Post 199 and Legionnaire Vernon Hill of Post 799 were among the 180 signatures obtained and sent to Senators Brown and Sherrod. Together, the combined strength of our members in all states helped influence legislators. Their efforts were influential in successfully passing the Global War on Terrorism Memorial Bill, Protecting Moms Who Served Act, Sergeant Ketchum Rural Veterans Mental Health Act, and the American Rescue Plan, to name a few. The American Legion witnessed 9 new legislative achievements signed into law by the President. Among the bills were those that expand veterans' access to breast cancer screenings, strengthen oversight by the VA's Office of Inspector General to issue subpoenas in certain circumstances, and extending a program to compensate World War II veterans exposed to radiation. But there is still work to be done. The American Legion is currently tracking initiatives that include citizenship for service, mental health, women veterans health care, education, and the ever-present veteran homelessness. Watch for future action alerts as these issues move through Congress. But the coup d'etat for the American Legion was passing of the Sergeant First Class Heath Robinson Honoring Our Pact Act. Yes. It passed and was signed into a law this month. And let me tell you, ladies, you were part of this historic achievement. You were part of the 34,000 messages that were sent to state legislators demanding they take action on this toxic exposure. You were part of the passing of our generation's most comprehensive veterans health legislation. American Legion National Commander Paul Dillard praised the Senate for its passage of this legislation that will provide comprehensive benefits to veterans suffering from conditions linked to toxic exposure during their time in the U.S. Armed Forces. The American Legion Auxiliary has seen moments this year when grassroots advocacy has moved legislators to change their minds on issues after receiving communications from their constituents and from you. We have seen the actual changes and effects of what people can do. Together, we can do so much. And together with the American Legion family, we did it. Thank you. National President Kathy, this concludes my legislative report. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. The Public Relations Committee works to show the world who we are, what we do, and why we matter. Effective PR can strengthen our identity, build brand awareness, and ultimately attract new members. To share the committee's accomplishments, please welcome National Public Relations Chairman Jay Brown.
Good morning. Public relations is important to the American Legion Auxiliary. Public relations touches every program by telling our story of who we are, what we do, and why we matter. Thanks to technology, it is now easier than ever to spread our message. The Department of Florida took their use of technology to a new level. They had several webinars and virtual seminars to help ALA members increase their knowledge of using social media, finding online resources, and more. They not only told members how to use social media, they took their own advice and used public relations in their department's social media. There were topics such as Social Media 101, how can social media platform play an important role in your public relation plan, and let's talk flyers, and communication methods to develop your public relation plan. The Department of Tennessee hosted leadership workshops on how to promote the American Legion Auxiliary through branding, social media, and websites. Tennessee has made a commitment to wear branded apparel and encourage all members to do so. This branding effort was evident in several communities as units participated in parades and local events, and they were sure to be branded. Units throughout the Department of California kept members informed by using well-maintained websites and engaging members on social media. They were sure to include auxiliary public service announcements and Legion family events on their social media posts. We can't forget traditional media. More than 70 ALA units from California reported they were mentioned in their local media for mission-related activities. Jackie Robertson Unit 252 in Los Angeles spread our message through their color guard. They had the honor of presenting colors before a Los Angeles Rams football game on national television. And if you follow football, you know the Rams are the 2022 Super Bowl champs, which, by the way, is painful for me because I am a die-hard Baltimore Ravens fan. The Department of California Public Relations used cable television to air a public service announcement. They also work with the Department VA and Art Committee to launch a proclamation project by asking the mayor and city council members of their communities to proclaim November as Veterans and Military Families Month. Way to go, Department of California. A few units in New York have a unique way of reporting what they do by using minutes. 418 minutes of radio time, 445 minutes of television, 23,802 minutes of social media, to include using Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. This gave them a total of 24,845 minutes of promoting public relations. How cool is that? While having an event and saying the Pledge of Allegiance, Shiloh Unit 791 in New York got published in their newspaper, branded and promoting a winning combination. Remember, branding is a very important part of our organization. Wearing our auxiliary emblem when we are out and about can stir a lot of interest. Senior and junior members, people will see you out, and a few may even come up to you and ask, what is that emblem you're wearing and why? And boom, just like that, you might have a potential candidate for membership, volunteer, or donor. This is what public relations is all about. Branding by wearing and displaying our emblem, promoting by using social media, posting flyers and hanging posters, sending public service announcements to the media, all tell the story of our organization. This is what we do. We get the word out and let everyone know what a great organization we are. And who we are the American Legion Auxiliary. We serve our veterans and their family, and our mission is service, not self. Madam President, this concludes my platform remarks.
Sue J just got married recently, and her new last name is Cooper. And I've just destroyed my book, so. The pandemic has reminded us just how fast disaster can strike, causing lives to be forever changed. It is in our most challenging times that we are so grateful for the generosity and support of others. The Auxiliary Emergency Fund is so important because it's a perfect example of members directly supporting members. Here with more on our Auxiliary Emergency Fund is National Chairman Pam Bates.
Eleanor Roosevelt said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." One of the dreams that past National President Marcella Davidson, 1969-1970, would bring to office would be to help our members in time of an emergency. Destiny and the generosity of one auxiliary member, Helen Colby Small of Burlington, Wisconsin, made that dream come true when she bequeathed her estate. The AEF was the first program created exclusively for members of the American Legion Auxiliary to provide financial assistance to members in need. 53 years later, the AEF is still a program of members helping members. President Davidson's dream of helping members came true. Our headquarters grant coordinator said it so eloquently. The stories shared here are much deeper and more complicated than we realize. Our members gave from the bottom of their hearts, helping members in many ways that they would not know. Not just financially, but giving a helping hand to another is always a welcome sight and much needed to keeping moving forward. In Pennsylvania, a member of 10 years, a widow of a Vietnam veteran with an adult disabled son needed temporary assistance due to a surgery which stressed her other finances. She stated, "I could not have done it without the auxiliary, who helped me with some of my utilities and my house payment. I am ever so grateful. Words can't explain enough. My son and I thank everyone. I thank you guys and God every day." In New York, a member of 6 years needed disaster assistance due to a house fire, which pretty much totaled their home. They were in need of clothes and other items. Her auxiliary sisters provided her the AEF forms to fill out. She states, "The very welcome AEF grant came right when we needed. It gave us financial equilibrium quickly amidst our many sudden expenses." We are grateful to the American Legion Auxiliary members for their fast response to our unexpected need. It was you, the members, who created the motivation in your respective units, districts, and departments to keep President Davidson's dream alive. By your fundraisers, activities, donations to promote the AEF, hopefully helped create some dreams of your own and those we helped. President Kathy's focus this year was caregivers. In my heart, you were the caregivers by helping members by your circle of giving through the AEF. Madam President, that concludes my remarks. Thank you.
I didn't cry. Chaplains provide spiritual and emotional guidance, often in times when many of us feel lost. They are compassionate listeners who also bring dignity and love to every situation. Please welcome our National Chaplain, Carol T. Robinson, here to present the National Chaplain Report.
Good morning. You look beautiful. There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. And oh, it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone, somewhere, will soon make a change. We're all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. I love that song. I love it. Our preamble starts, for God and country, we associate ourselves together for the following purposes. What does that mean? It means we come together in harmony and love. The chaplains across this great nation did just that. They worked with members who needed prayer or someone to sit and listen. They also joined the American Legion family in their respective communities to present holiday celebrations, memorial ceremonies. They welcomed our deployed military home and lent a helping hand to the caregivers to provide strength and love. I can't begin to tell you all the beautiful things that the chaplains across our nation reported, but I can tell you there was love in their stories. Thank you, chaplains, for sharing. Give yourself a hand. So as I close my platform remarks, I want you to remember, we are the world. We are a part of God's great big family. That a change can only come when we stand together as one. We are the ones who make a brighter day. I love you. God loves you. Thank you. President Kathy, this concludes my remarks. I was short and sweet, but I would like to have a spatial privilege, please.
You may.
Hold on just one second.
Okay.
Could you stand up, please?
Yes.
Okay. The chaplains across the nation, or the United States, would put together a prayer book for you. So if you take the top off, well, now you can pull it out.
Oh, that's so awesome. I love it. Thank you.
We hope that whenever you get a chance to rest, that you'll go through that book and read the prayers that we are sharing with you, and through your days after retirement of being national president, you're probably going to need some of these, and that you will enjoy them.
Thank you.
Along with that, you can't open this on stage, but put this over there, and there's a little something to keep you warm while you're reading. You can't open it. They told me I couldn't do that. So, oh, she's going to get me in trouble. Y'all better pray for me.
Beautiful.
It's a tapestry with the Amazing Grace on it. Now, Kathy, that I'm all finished, we have a surprise for you. So,
Okay.
ta-da!
I like surprises.
Where's my surprise?
Well, that's a great surprise.
I guess that's a surprise.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for this time spent with you. Oh, Kathy, stand up. There's your surprise.
Good morning, everyone. Wow, there's a lot of people here. I've never seen so many caring hearts in all my life. I bring you greetings from the Chapel of Four Chaplains in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We are located in the Navy Yard, which is just across the river from New Jersey. And joining me today up on stage to help present this award to your president is the New Jersey president, Jane Babley. So I think everybody in here knows the story of the four chaplains. On a ship, World War II, ship is torpedoed, the heaviest loss of life up to that point, and the ship goes down with 672 people who did not survive, including the four chaplains. But before the four chaplains went down with the ship, they made sure that they gave out as many life jackets and then gave up their own life jackets as the ship went down. So this incredible story of selfless service carries on with the Chapel of Four Chaplains in Philadelphia, where we run a number of programs which dovetail into your whole theme this year of Caring Hearts for Caregivers. We are caregivers for many, many veterans, not only in the Philadelphia tri-state area, but also throughout the country. And now throughout the world, we're working on programs in Korea and in Western Europe. But we can't do that without your help. So one of the reasons why I'm here also is to thank you for your support. We are a private foundation. And your support helps us do the things that we do. So I am here today. I didn't realize I was a surprise, but I guess I'm a surprise. I like to be surprises. But our theme of selfless service really blends in well with this theme this year of Caring Hearts for Caregivers. What a wonderful thing that is, and I want to thank you all for doing that, because when we minister to the veteran, we are ministering to the whole family, and I think you guys understand that. So we have this Legion of Honor in which people who understand the sacrifice of the four chaplains, and they are inducted. And today, Madam President, we would like to induct you into the Legion of Honor at the Chapel of Four Chaplains. So I ask that you all please stand as I read this honor. To a person who I feel has a caring heart. You know, Kathy visited the Chapel of Four Chaplains in Philadelphia this past year as a guest of the New Jersey delegation. And I really just turned on to a story, and I still wear the pin, there you are, that you gave me, Kathy. Because we wear, every day at the Chapel of Four Chaplains is either Veterans Day or Memorial Day with the amount of things we're doing, so we wear poppies all the time. And I really credit the auxiliary for keeping this poppy program going. I thank you very much for that. So, to all who hear these presents greeting, the Chapel of Four Chaplains is pleased to present the Legion of Honor Bronze Medallion to American Legion Auxiliary National President Kathy Dortistel in recognition of her lifetime service to all people regardless of race or faith. And this award symbolizes for us and for all Americans the unity of this nation founded upon the fatherhood of one God. Please keep up the good work. You are essential caregivers. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Come and visit us at the chapel, and go Navy and Semper Fi.
Carol T., that was a great surprise. Thank you. Our national historian strives to preserve, display, and share our history, traditions, and milestones. These efforts allow members the opportunity to look back and reconnect with our organization's rich past. Here to tell us more about is our national historian, Carol Campbell.
Greetings, Madam National President Kathy and attendees. It is wonderful to be here together at the American Legion Auxiliary's 101st Convention. As we began our second century of service, our members were diligently focused on National President Kathy's special focus on caring for caregivers. Special thanks to department historians who turned in their year-end reports and told us of their amazing accomplishments. Here are some examples of our historians in action. Our department historians value the importance of our members' efforts to carry out our mission at every level in the organization. By highlighting the work being done by them, it serves as encouragement to others to join the effort we put forth for our veterans, military members and their families, and our local communities. Department of New York historian Yvonne Bruner highlights member spotlights as a valuable way to engage members to tell their stories too. Her motto is, "Your story is our history." During March, Yvonne also honored auxiliary members who have had a significant impact on our organization. Congratulations to the Department of Nebraska as they celebrate the 100th anniversary of their charter. As an important part of this celebration, Department historian Angie Foster's focus was to ensure information would be properly captured for their history books. Units brought time capsules to their mid-year conference to be displayed. They were also challenged to write down 5 stories from July 2021 through March 1st, 2022, and to do so, she created the Feelin' Lucky Challenge to encourage participation for their department's history book. A winner was drawn from the entry form on St. Patrick's Day, and they received $50. For their department's convention in June, she created the Century of Smiles slideshow video. As an added incentive for every unit that submitted a picture, $1 was donated to the Auxiliary Emergency Fund. For every district that submitted a group picture from their 2022 Spring District Convention, $2 was donated to the Auxiliary Emergency Fund. Wonderful example of caring hearts in action. Department of Ohio historian Dana Byers stressed the importance of establishing face-to-face relationships with unit and district historians and presidents while attending conferences to promote keeping unit history records. Members were encouraged to participate in the Members Remember project. District 13 Unit 421 members participated in this important project. Nicole Conlon, a 3-year junior member, interviewed Cindy Bayline to learn how she became eligible to be a member of the auxiliary. Thank you to our juniors for working on their history books. Pictured here, Honorary Department of New Jersey Junior Historian Elizabeth is working on her history book. And now it is a great honor and privilege to announce the winner of the prestigious Toomey Award. This award came at the behest of the Department of Georgia in 1924, named in honor of one of their distinguished members, Maud Lynch Toomey. The winner is the Department of Minnesota. Jean Horak, Department Historian. Thank you all so much for your exceptional support of our history program. Madam National President, this concludes my platform remarks. Thank you.
All right, at this time, stand up. Shake it out. We've been sitting for a little while, so I thought it was time to stand up. Sit down when you're ready, and I will continue. At this time, I am pleased to introduce the members of the Dedicated Resolutions Committee, Ann Crawford, Sharon Atkins, and Diane Spencer. I would like to call on Ann at this time and her committee to give their report.
Madam National President, members and guests, the Pre-Convention Resolutions Committee met on Monday, August 22nd at the appointed time. Past National President Janet Jeffert represented the national organization. Madam President, we have one courtesy resolution.
Whereas the dedicated delegates, alternates, and guests have gathered in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for the American Legion Auxiliary 101st National Convention to hear the accomplishments of the world's largest patriotic auxiliary organization and to show their dedication to their membership by serving our heroes and our mission outreach efforts. And whereas the past national presidents, the national officers, the national chairman, and national committee members have shown their commitment to this great organization by promoting programs, mentoring new leaders, and celebrating a year of accomplishments. And whereas the national and local convention committees, the national headquarters staff, convention center staff, City of Milwaukee, and the members of the Department of Wisconsin have extended a warm hand of hospitality to all of us. And
whereas, as we honored by many distinguished guests, including guests from the American Legion, the Sons of the American Legion National, and whereas President Kathy has chaired an inspiring and successful national convention, therefore be it resolved that this courtesy resolution express a heartfelt appreciation and grateful thanks to all named in this resolution who shared time with us.
And be it further resolved, we express our heartfelt thanks and appreciation to this extraordinary woman, American Legion National President Kathy Dottistel, by giving her a standing ovation, demonstrating our love, support, and pride in all her accomplishments, along with a unanimous thank you for a job well done. Madam National President, this concludes the resolutions report.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, darling.
Good job, good job. That was very nice, thank you. With your applause, this courtesy resolution is adopted. Thank you, Anne. Before we move on, I think it is a great time for our last round of ALA Family Feud. Did you already give up your keypads? Just yell out the answer.
Welcome to Auxiliary Feud, the game that pits American Legion Auxiliary members against members in a contest of ALA history and trivia. Please get out your keypads and get ready to play Auxiliary Feud. Please welcome your host, our national president, and Kentucky's finest, Kathy D.
All right, your first question. How many people currently follow the ALA National Headquarters Facebook account? A, 20,000, B, 27,000, or C, 35,000? And the survey says so C is the correct answer. Good job. So I can't read. B is obviously the correct answer. But it should be C, right? Okay, we're ready for question number 2. How many national presidents have hailed from the Department of Kentucky? A is 1, B is 3, and C is 5. Make your guess now. Okay, what's your guess? No idea. I give up. I just give up. What? There's your answer. Oh my gosh. Thankfully, we are on to the final question. What month celebrates Military Spouse Appreciation Day and Armed Forces Day? A is May, B is June, or C is September? Choose your answers now. And the survey says, but is that the right answer? Yay! Okay, that was fun. All right. Our Resolutions Committee is not the only group working hard behind the scenes at convention. Let's give a big hand to our distinguished guest committee. PMP Carlene Ashworth, Chairman. From Texas. PMP Jan Povemacher Ryan from Wisconsin. And PMP Desi Stoy from Ohio. Thank you, ladies. They're doing a great job back there. Would Nancy Moses from the Department of Kentucky please come to the podium to present the National President's Scrapbook?
Here I am. Madam President Kathy, it has been an honor and a privilege to be entrusted with preserving your memories during your year as National President. You have made it truly easy and magical by taking lots of pictures along the way. I felt like I was with you at each of your visits, and I hope I can speak for all of our members that we also felt the same way. As your scrapbook chairman, I thought long and hard to decide what to present to you. I decided since this is a decade of change, I was going to do something a little forward-thinking, and I chose a digital photo frame. It's an 8x10 that's preloaded with over 6,000 photos. And that doesn't count the photos of this convention and the recent Legacy Ride. This photo frame allows you to send photos directly from your phone, from your computer, or allows your friends to send you photos as well to a specific email. I also have a memory book of your homecoming, which is also included on your photo frame, and a thumb drive with all your photos listed by state or event. Thank you for leading us and making us feel special, and thank you for allowing me to be your scrapbook. Here's your book. And here's your photo frame.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
I got you dancing too.
Ay, ay, ay. That's for you.
Okay, thank you.
She said she got me dancing too. I said, ay, ay, ay. Yikes. Thank you, Nancy. That's really a really cool way to remember my term as National President. It's exciting. All right. This is a great part of the day. Will
The
Vicki
American
Couts
Legion
please come up and
Auxiliary
help me?
proudly presents the National President's Award for Excellence. This exclusive honor is awarded to the best of our best. The award epitomizes service, not self, by recognizing efforts in planning and implementation of our programs. Here to present is your National President, Kathy Dottistel.
All right, assisting with this awards celebration, please welcome our National Vice President, almost not, Vicki Couts. Let's start over here. Okay. The National President's Award for Excellence gives me the opportunity to highlight units that are doing amazing work to carry out the mission of our organization. This year, we're going to recognize 11 unit winners. This means one unit member for each of our 11 mission programs. So we have a lot of celebrating to do. Vice President Vicki, would you like the honor of announcing the first winner of our National President-Select's, I can't talk, Award for Excellence?
It would be my pleasure, Madam President. Our first winner is Roland E. Patno Jr., Unit 7, in Rochester, New Hampshire, Unit President Paula Ritchie. New Hampshire Unit 7 excelled in our junior program through plenty of activities that brought their junior and senior members together for the mission of service, not self. They handed out thank you bags with special treats for our veterans on Veterans Day. They hosted a car wash raising money for back-to-school backpacks and painted the town blue with ribbons for Thank a Police Day. Unit 7's members also find opportunities to include their juniors in projects like Peace Greeters, where members welcome home our troops with posters and beautiful hand-painted rocks. Congratulations, Unit 7. We are so proud of the impact you're making with our junior members.
The second unit to receive the National President's Award for Excellence focused on our leadership program. With a big round of applause, let's welcome to the stage Sioux Falls Unit 15 in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Unit President Susan Panning. Unit 15s focused on growing their leadership in order to host their very first retreat for female veterans. This unit's leaders also formed a care committee focused on reaching members who were not able to attend in-person meetings so that they could still feel connected to the mission. Unit 15 worked to grow their relationship with the Legion family by helping their host veterans events, including a tribute to fallen soldiers event last summer. Congratulations, Unit 15. Keep focusing on growing your members.
We're like the Laura and Louie Show. Our next winner joining us on stage focused on our legislative program. Please welcome to the stage Woods W. Lynch, Unit 19 in Midland, Texas, Unit President Janie Bennett. This unit worked the legislative program by growing community awareness of the auxiliary and issues facing veterans. They donate resources to local schools, work to build donor relationships with local businesses, and participate in scholarship programs dedicated to serving our youth. These types of community connections led to members of the Texas Elite Force basketball team paying it forward and showing up to help Unit 15 plant American flags on all veteran graves at 3 Midland cemeteries. Unit 19, you have done an excellent job uniting your community and bringing awareness to issues facing our veteran community.
The fourth unit to receive the National President's Award for Excellence is Robert E. Kennington, Unit 34 in Indianapolis, Indiana, District Chairman Louise Lloyd. And I know you're out there, Louise, on TV, so hi. Unit 34 believes that every day is Veterans Day. This unit understands that community is key when it comes to growing brand recognition and mission delivery. These members unite the unit and community by donating food to the local veteran shelters and delivering personal care items to the local Homeless Veterans and Families Center. Members of Unit 34, congratulations on an amazing year.
Let's keep the celebration going with our next winner. West Duluth Unit 71 in Duluth, Minnesota, Unit President Mary Hendrickson. Members of Unit 71 focused on our education program.
by participating in the Give 10 to Education project, supporting local elementary and middle schools. Members also partnered with local organizations that share our same mission and passion for veterans and their families in order to grow education efforts in their community. Unit 71, congratulations and thank you for working our mission and focusing on our education program.
Joining Unit 71 as unit winners is Eric McTork, 127 in Gladbrook, Iowa. Unit President Jeannie Poshton. Unit 127 didn't let something like a little pandemic get in the way of focusing on our children and youth program. By continuing their Kids Shopping Day, which helps to provide almost 300 kids with Christmas gifts and introduces them to the American Legion Auxiliary's mission. We are so proud of you, Unit 127. Congratulations.
And the celebration continues with Unit 230, Martinsville, Indiana. Unit President Candace Carter. This year, with a focus on our Americanism program, Unit 230 held a 9 to 11 coloring contest and an Americanism essay contest with more than 100 entries and over $1,000 in prize money. On Memorial Day, Unit 230 placed flags on the graves of veterans and held a wreath-laying ceremony at the town's war memorial. What great ideas, Unit 230.
Our next winner joining us on stage is Spearfish Unit 164 in Spearfish, South Dakota. Unit President Michelin Nelson. Awesome. Good to see you. That was very nice. Unit 164 focused on public relations by providing toolkits to all their new members. These kits supply them with much needed information about our organization and included ALA branding materials so that each member could grow awareness in their community. They work hard to bring the auxiliary into their community by hosting wonderful events like festivals in the park, a chili cook-off contest, the parade of cheers at local nursing homes, and a high school homecoming parade. Twice a year, in an effort to bolster public relations with local media, Spearfish Unit 164 raises money to give gift baskets to their local newspaper in appreciation of their support. We are very proud of all your efforts in the community. Congratulations.
Okay, everyone, we are down to our last 3 unit winners. Let's give it up for Unit 186 in Little River, South Carolina, Unit President Chris McCreary. Focused on national security, unit members sent 20 care packages to service members in Seattle, Washington. These packages contained enough supplies to service an entire platoon. They didn't stop there. They also added the VA Clinic of Myrtle Beach to their donation list for school supplies, backpacks, and snacks. Unit 186 also gave a $500 scholarship to a JROTC student from North Myrtle Beach High School. Congratulations, Unit 186. Your efforts have made us proud.
Our next unit winner is Liberty, Unit 289 of Strasburg in Strasburg, Illinois. VANR Unit Chairman Jill Layton. This year, the members of Unit 189 truly embraced the VANR and the National President's Passion Project and focused effort on caregivers. To support caregivers, Unit 289 selected 3 caregivers in the community and decorated their porches for the fall. To continue the fall theme, Unit 289 started a trick-or-treat for veterans. At Christmas time, the unit put together Christmas holiday bags to hand out to local homebound veterans. In the spring, they distributed poppies and placed flags on graves of veterans. Thank you so much for taking care of our caregivers, Unit 289, and congratulations.
And now for the final unit winner of the day. Oak Creek, Unit 434, Oak Creek, Wisconsin, Community Service Unit Chairman Marie Tabbitt. Unit 434 excelled in community service by using their two full-size kitchens and their love for cooking to raise funds that are donated to veterans and their families. They have catered events like weddings, SAL Oktoberfest, Legion Rider Christmas events, and fish fry fundraisers. Unit 434 has built a strong sense of trust and friendship in their community through their passion for cooking. Well done, Unit 434, and congratulations.
All right, I just want you all to know that anybody can win this. I just heard that that was the chairman's very first report ever. Yeah. And another report that I received that won an award, she is a little lady that is over 90 years old, and she hand wrote it, and it was an amazing report. Obviously, she won an award, right? So anybody can do this, so remember that for next year. All right, we're now on to our department winners. But first, I just want to let you know we had so many excellent department submissions that I decided to do a little something extra and award honorable mentions to 2 departments. Our first honorable mention goes to the Department of Texas. Their units really stepped up their recruiting game, bringing in over 1,300 new members to the great state of Texas. The Department of Texas motto was cultivating kindness and spreading seeds of goodwill. Their membership motto has helped promote Texas, grow its membership, promote the ALA programs, and show military families and veterans that service, not self, is more than just a motto. It's who we are, it's what we do. Congratulations, Department of Texas.
Okay, our next honorable mention. Okay, let me just first say that this is not because we are here in their beautiful state, haha, but truly because of all the amazing work they do and the effort spent honoring caregivers. Please welcome the Department of Wisconsin to the stage. Incorporated and promoted caring for those who care for others on social media, advertising, while showing the auxiliary brand when they are caring for our caregivers. They made salute calls to engage with members, which led to members renewing. Please give a round of applause for our second honorable mention, the Department of Wisconsin.
And now it is time to present our last award for excellence. The department winner of the National President's Award for Excellence goes to the Department of Mississippi, Diane Blue. Mississippi really focused on membership this year. They hosted a leadership workshop in 9 districts. These workshops not only allowed for information to be shared with their members, but for relationships to be built. The theme this year was, "There is no place like home," and they definitely made great strides on their yellow brick road. Let's hear it for the Department of Mississippi and President Diane. Now, I know there are so many units and departments out there doing amazing work that we never hear about at the national level. So a big thank you to all members, units, departments, all of you who work the auxiliaries mission and programs every day. Your hard work is what our organization needs to keep us alive and helps us carry out our mission. I just want to thank everyone for everything they do. Just remember next year, report, no matter what it takes, jot it down, send it in, because we want to hear about it. It is difficult to be limited by time and only able to share briefly about these amazing achievements. But there is good news. You will be able to read a full story on our National President's Award for Excellence winners on our national website. So let me encourage all of you to consider joining these units on the path to excellence by planning now to submit your application for next year's awards. I want Vicki to be flooded with applications. Our national headquarters team created a system that allows members to apply for this award online. It takes a matter of seconds to upload your entire report, even with pictures. There's really no excuse not to enter. Let's give all of our National President's Award for Excellent recipients one more round of applause. As we set up for the National President's Report, the chair calls on National Secretary Coral Grout to make a few convention updates. Coral?
Thank you, Madam President. I have a few quick updates. But yesterday afternoon at the Hyatt, somebody left behind their cell phone. It was found on the floor in the ballroom. If it is yours and you're going crazy, take a walk over to the Hyatt. It is at their main desk. The installation this afternoon opens at 1:45 p.m. and the installation will start right at 2 o'clock. Tonight's State's dinner begins at 7 p.m. in the Convention Center, ballrooms A through D, which is where you were last night. The ALA Foundation's silent auction will announce winners this evening during the State's dinners. Please make sure your bids have been placed for your favorite items. There are some awesome things. And now, drum roll, our Giving Tuesday booth has raised just shy of $25,000. Thank you for your generous donations, and if you haven't donated, this is your chance to bring it up to $25,000 for some wonderful causes. And to help you come to that, USAA Today is matching all donations up to $3,000. Woohoo!
All right. The time has come to say goodbye. From this position, what an absolutely incredible, amazing journey it has been. 21 departments at 100% or more. And a special shout out to New Mexico for being in the #1 position. Thank you to all of the departments, units, members, everybody for working so hard on membership and in our mission. Without you, we would not be the ALA. You are appreciated. I want to shout out one more time to my national pages. And if you guys will come out and stand in the middle, because they tried to get out of it last time. They've been amazing. I've been driving them crazy. I am not used to people like following me around and showing me the way and grabbing my stuff. So I want to just shout out to them one more time. My sister Karen Toll, and my friends Doug McGuire, Elisa Boozer, and Marie Schaus. They have been amazing. Thank you all. I also want to tell you that I've been driving the national president gets a driver, and I met her a couple weeks ago and said, well, I'd really like to walk everywhere, so you're probably not going to be very busy. I've been driving her crazy too, because I haven't used her hardly at all. So thank you to my driver, Department of Wisconsin, and all the pages and all the volunteers. You all are absolutely incredibly amazing. So at this time, we're going to see my final report. So roll it, JP. It was an honor and a privilege for me to serve as your 2021 to 2022 American Legion Auxiliary National President. Seeing our mission in action was a constant reminder of why we do what we do as auxiliary members, echoing the importance of the ALA. Seeing firsthand how we make a difference in our communities was inspiring. I really wish I could share all the stories with you. Just know your fellow auxiliary members are taking care of our veterans, military, and their families across the country and across the world. Over the past year, I was blessed to see firsthand our mission in action. From American Legion family events
to collaborations with other community organizations, to the impact our programs have on our youth, veterans, and everyone in between. It is amazing what a difference the American Legion Auxiliary has made on those around us. I am so proud to have personally witnessed the influence on those we serve. As a storied organization, we strive to take care of those who have answered the call to service, as well as their family members. Many of these family members are auxiliary members, and as I learned this year, many have taken on a caregiving role. A priority on those unsung heroes ties in with our mission, as well as the national focus for the 2021 to 2022 administrative year, caring for those who care for others. We have members who have been, currently are, or will someday be caregivers. This topic has really hit home for many. Caregiving is a series of small acts that alter the course of someone's life. It has been an honor to recognize the caregivers I met during my travels across the country. Thank you for sharing your stories with me. You are so inspiring and so strong. I know caregiving can be a lot with the intense emotions that often accompany the role. The depression, anger, loneliness, guilt, anxiety, and sadness. To our caregivers, I've seen units and departments take a little extra time out of meetings and events to say a special thank you for all that you do. I hope you've enjoyed receiving the Caregiver Certificates of Appreciation and truly take to heart that you matter. I've enjoyed reading about the trials and triumphs and the heartbreak and healing of a few of our caregivers in this year's issues of Auxiliary Magazine. If you haven't had the chance, be sure to visit the national website to view the 3-part series on caregivers. Caring for loved ones can certainly be tough, but there are also many beautiful caregiver stories that have been shared throughout this past year. There are too many to call them out individually, though I really wish I could. But I do want to share one that is very close to my heart. Amari Williams is a young man who won the Americanism Essay Contest when I was a committee chairman in 2015. I mentioned him during my National Convention platform remarks that year. Here is the video from that time.
About 3 years ago, I had a heart transplant. Afterwards, it had me thinking, and one of the things I thought about was trying to help other people. So I started my foundation to help other people to gather awareness about heart transplant and other heart diseases. And it had me start thinking about my freedom, and that's what led me to write the essay. I'd like to thank the American Legion Auxiliary for giving me this award and letting me write about what freedom means to me, and I will always have freedom in my heart.
Amari was raised by his grandmother. At that time, he was waiting on a heart transplant, which he did eventually receive. He is now 19, going to college, and doing well. Recently, he sent a $100 check for my National President Caregiver Project in memory of his grandmother, who lovingly served as his caregiver. I almost burst into tears. It's been more than 8 years since I heard from Amari. For him to send a donation to help other caregivers is so incredibly heartwarming. Thank you, Amari, for thinking of others. In addition to showing caregivers our love and appreciation, what members are doing to take care of our veterans is inspiring. One example is the DTOM Ranch, Don't Tread on Me, located in South Dakota. Founded by 2 incredible veterans, the mission of DTOM Ranch is to provide a safe place for healing and recovery for military service members, veterans, and their families. DTOM provides equine therapy for veterans, among other services. I was able to experience a tiny bit of the specialized therapy they designed to help our veterans, and I was completely floored. It was the most intensely emotional experience ever with an aftermath of incredible peace. The stories I heard about while I was there were so inspiring. The ranch does not receive VA money or any other government form of funding for the services it provides. The ALA Department of South Dakota graciously supports this project. Thank you, Chris and Doc, for giving back to our veterans in this unique way. Like South Dakota, there are many other auxiliary departments and units involved in helping our veterans in unique ways. Just one state over in Minnesota is Eagles Healing Nest. The nonprofit is committed to meeting the needs of veterans, service members, and their families who suffer from the invisible wounds of war. Many of our military are struggling and need programs with a caring hand to assist them. Eagles Healing Nest helps foster purpose and direction. The nonprofit is strongly supported by its local American Legion family and the greater community. Thank you to our members who support this organization and are making a difference for our service members, past, present, and future. What an ALA year it has been. The hospitality and kindness shown to me by everyone I've met has been so appreciated. I can't thank you enough for opening your hearts during my travels. From the basics of picking me up at airports, sharing your stories, introducing me to caregivers and American Legion family members, and getting hands-on opportunities to help with unit projects. It was great to work alongside all of you. I will never forget this year, and I will always remember what a privilege it was to serve in this leadership role. Thank you for all of the awesome experiences as you welcomed me wherever I went. I appreciate you, and I look forward to serving veterans, military, and their families with you as a fellow unit member. Please continue to take care of our caregivers and be there for them during the joyful times and difficult moments they'll face in their role. Remember to be kind, because you never know what is going on with others. Thank you for your love, your blessings, and your friendships. I won't forget. God bless you. God bless our veterans, military, and their families. And God bless the USA.
Vicki, can you come up here, please? I just want to congratulate you on your new position and let you know that you are absolutely going to love this. It is the most incredible experience I've ever had. So, I kind of want to pass the torch to you. Okay. So, let's work together for a great new year.
Well, together we stand, divided we
Free to go.
Come on now, people, let's all get on the ball and work together. Come on, let's work together. Hey now, people, because together we will stand, every boy, every woman, and man.
Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you all at installation. Woo! Whatever. Installation starts at 2 p.m.
So lonely, I'll be so lonely.